Well, when you have a backup quarterback who ends up having to start the ball game, what you do is you protect him, right? And you say, you know what, we're going to set you up for success, so go out and throw it 50 plus times, right? Is that how you handle
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well, number one, Josh is pretty extraordinary guy,
Yeah.
just different. Very prepared. I think that was, we knew going into the game, BYU is going to play a lot of eight-man front, one safety defense, and really make you throw the football to beat them.
Mm.
And especially with a backup quarterback making his first start. So we anticipated that's what we were going to see. I thought Coach Bryles and the offensive staff did a really good job coming up with a game plan that Josh was comfortable with. I felt good about and could go out and execute with a lot of confidence. And guys played well. I mean, it really started up front. Our offensive line did a fantastic job. But yeah, it's not conventional wisdom probably to go out and throw it 59 times with a quarterback in his first start. But if you're going to, he's a guy that can do it.
But it all started early on. Your Texas Health impact play of the game was Nook Bradford stepping in front of this one, racing it back 35 for the score.
Yeah, yeah. I think we felt like we needed to get off to a good
Yeah.
start. When we played poorly 2 weeks in a row, and starting fast was really important to us. We talked about it all week, and you got to credit us for getting pressure.
Mm-hmm.
We got pressure on the quarterback and made a bad decision. Nick stepped in front and picked it off and took it to the house. And what a great way to start the game. And I think it took our players they've been pressing probably a little
Yes.
bit, and you could feel it at times. And I think it was a relief to get off to a good start.
Yeah, then the offense comes back out. Here's the connection to JP that you were talking about. Usually, when we talk yards after contact, it's the defender hitting the wide receiver, bouncing. But I felt like JP brought the contact on here and delivered it.
Yeah, he did. He did a nice job of catching the ball and then really attacking the defender, as
Yeah.
you say, and bounced off of him and had a nice play. I mean, he's a load to tackle after the catch. I mean, he does a really good job of protecting himself and running through contact, and it's a great example of it here.
Yeah, I tell you what, the wide receivers, I thought all day did a nice job. Jalen finishes with 7 catches. JP had 6. Savion may have had his best game.
Yeah, we made a bunch of big time third down
Yes.
conversions. I think we were 12 of 19, I think, on third down, and a bunch of those were contested balls that Savion caught and had to battle for. I thought he did some good things, and I thought they played well, and we're consistent. You can see those guys are starting to get on the same page with Josh, and it showed.
Yeah, and then defensively, I think on third down especially, what were they, like 2 of 14 on third down?
Yeah.
Against BYU, and he held them less than 260 yards of total offense.
Yeah, I thought our defense played well. I mean, I think that's probably the best defensive performance we've had certainly this season, and I thought our guys played really, really hard. They ran to the ball well. We covered. I thought Avery and Josh Newton both played really, really well at corner. I thought it was a heck of a game. I mean, I thought our guys competed hard. I thought we played hard. They were in a good state of mind. They practiced well during the week and really went out and had a dominating performance.
Yeah, sure was that. 44-11. Horned Frogs won it over BYU. We'll preview what's up next for the Horned Frogs, and that means Kansas State on Saturday night after we do this. We'll preview Kansas State coming up here shortly. First, so it's our Old Trapper question of the week. These are always in-depth, detailed, hard-nosed, tough, hard-hitting questions. What was your favorite childhood TV show?
I used to love Batman and Robin, the old
Yeah.
Batman back with Adam West
Oh,
back
those
in
are
the
good.
day when I was a kid.
You know what? I was a $6 Million Man guy.
Yeah, I remember watching some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch Happy Days.
Happy Days was good.
Happy Days was good when I
Yeah.
was a kid.
Yeah.
Always watched Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley after
Yeah.
Happy Days.
That's right. It went back to back. You had to. You never missed them both, man.
Yeah. I used to watch the Andy Griffith Show.
Yes, still do.
Some, yeah. And so anyway, that was the stuff. That was the only thing that was really on TV. We only had 2 channels.
I was going to say, and it was usually, hey, get up, Sonny, and turn the channel.
Exactly.
That's why you were there.
Exactly.
That's our Old Trapper question of the week. All right, Kansas State, always a tough place to play. We know that. Night game Saturday night in Manhattan. Chris Kleiman I think he does a really good job of making his offense and defense fit his personnel.
Yeah, they're always going to be kind of the same. I mean, they're honestly a football team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. They, force you to drive the ball the length of the field. Try not to give up big plays. They're always going to have a quarterback that can run the ball a little bit, and try to keep you off balance. They do a lot of creative things with the ball, and quarterback run game is always going to be part of it. But have a nice passing game as well. So it'll be a big challenge for us. They do a nice job on special teams. I mean, they're always very solid on teams, and just an overall good, solid football team.
You got two quarterbacks to prepare for this week, kind of
Yeah.
as well, with Howard and Avery Johnson now, right?
Yeah, a little bit different this
Yeah.
week. I had a young guy come in and really play well. I think he scored 4 or 5
Yes.
touchdowns, which is
Yeah.
crazy. He's a runner. It looks like he throws it well enough, but he's can definitely run with the ball and fast, and a very heavily recruited guy coming out of high school, and made a bunch of big plays. I mean, you can see in that Texas Tech game. I mean, he gets in the open field. He can turn a 4 or 5 yard gain into a 50 or 60-yard gain.
I don't know that I've ever seen a Kansas State defense out of position. They just seem like they're just sound.
Yeah, they are. They are, and their front's always good. They're always going to have some guys that play up front, and linebackers are always physical, and then they've got length on the back end. I think that's the one thing that stands out. Their guys are long and they're athletic and they can run. They do a good job rallying to the ball.
We joked after the game that it'd be fun to go back and just play again the next day, because it feels like this team now you're ready to get back out.
Yeah. I think our guys were excited the way they played Saturday, and I think they're hitting their stride, and so they're excited to get back out and try to do it again.
All right, 6 o'clock on Saturday night, Manhattan. Let's do it.
That should be a good one.
All right, back here next week for another edition of the Frog Film Room here with Head Coach Sonny Dykes.
Old Trapper Beefs, last bag.
There's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef? The official beef jerky of the Big 12.